This is Chris Medeiros. Like, subscribe to AEW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Medeiros, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my AEW Dynamite February 7th, 2024 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. Now, we kicked off the show with the first match of the night. It was Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana at ringside versus Hangman Adam Page in a number one contenders match. Winner of this match will be facing the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe at Revolution for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, this is what this match is all about. And yeah, we go into this match. This match was a really damn good match, going back and forth and everything, coming up near falls a lot of times in this match. But yeah, then we start getting towards the ending of this match, where we actually see at one point where Swerve and Adam Page was on the ring apron. Well, Adam Page lifted up Swerve, and his dead eye onto him on the ring apron, and Swerve was coming back up to his knees, about to get back up to his feet, but then Adam Page grabs a steel chair, and he says he's getting sick and tired of this, and he's going to hit Swerve, and then all of a sudden, Prince Nana standing right behind Adam Page, and then Adam Page swings the chair at Prince Nana, hitting him in the back, knocking him down, and then that's when Swerve gets Page, kicks him in the face with the chair, where he was holding the chair, and hit Page in the face. Swerve throws him back into the ring, and then climbs up the top turnbuckle and jumps off with a double foot stomp, the Swerve stomp onto Adam Page, but his ankle was hurting during this match, so he couldn't go for the pin immediately. And then Adam Page starts getting back up and stuff, and then they go back at it a little bit more. There was a table outside of the ring set up. Adam Page grabs Swerve and tries to hit Deadeye onto him, but Swerve fought out of it. He actually lifts up Adam Page and his Deadeye onto Adam Page off the ring apron through a table outside of the ring, still hurting his ankle. He picks up Page, throws him back into the ring, climbs up the top turnbuckle, and jumps off with the Swerve stomp, but Adam Page moves out the way, and Swerve lands on his feet, but it hurts his ankle even more. Then we see Adam Page grab his ankle and pretty much snap it like a twist onto it and stuff, just injuring the ankle even more in this match. And then Swerve kept on fighting back, and then he actually got Adam Page at one point and actually hit his other finish move, that lift up driver, Swerve driver, onto him, and then he pins him. 1, 2, the bell rung. Yeah, the bell rung. And what that meant was the time limit was up. They had 30 minutes on this match. The time limit ran out. So yeah, we did not have a winner in this match. It was a draw. But then Swerve grabs a mic and he starts talking on it. He says, Page, I want this to end. You want this to end. Let's have 5 more minutes, because I gotta beat you. I never came this far to stop here. So yeah, that's what Swerve says, and he tosses the mic over to Adam Page. Well, Adam Page grabs the mic and he says, nope, not happening. You couldn't beat me. And yeah, fans started booing Adam Page right there. And then Adam Page was like, you couldn't beat me? You're not no more contender. Bye. And then he starts walking up the ramp. Well, then Tony Schiavone grabs the mic and he tells Adam Page to stop right there. Adam Page stops. Tony Schiavone says that he got word from Tony Khan that the match is over with and all that stuff. But at Revolution, it will be a triple threat match. Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page in a triple threat match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship at Revolution. And Swerve was happy about that. Obviously, he was smiling and all that stuff. And Adam Page was pretty much being a crybaby. A crybaby bitch, really. And, the fans, was cheering Swerve a lot and hating the hell out of Adam Page. So maybe it was a double turn, I guess, in a way. Maybe Adam Page is going to be the one turning heel. I don't know. That mustache did a lot of stuff to him now. But yeah, that's what happened there, and Adam Page was not happy and walks backstage. So yeah, pretty good match. I'll give that match 4.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a good match. I wouldn't say that was their best match. The best match was obviously, I think that was at World's End, if I'm not mistaken, that death match or whatever. So yeah, I'll say that was their best match, obviously. But this match was still a damn good one. Like they got good chemistry with each other. But yeah, still great and all that stuff. And there's still a lot more stuff on Dynamite tonight, like Tony Khan having a big announcement, like always. That'll be tonight. Not only that, we'll see Sting and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks and Big Bill in a tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships later on tonight, and much more. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing to happen on AEW Dynamite now, before we talk about the next match of the night, we got to talk about a segment that happened backstage. So yeah, we see Renee Paquette interviewing the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe, backstage. And Samoa Joe, you know, Renee Paquette says, like, how do you feel about having that three-way match at Revolution? And Samoa Joe said that he's pretty much pissed off that it ended in a draw because he says that none of those guys are worthy enough to face him in the ring for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. But then he says the Power That Be made the three-way match, and he says it doesn't matter because at Revolution, he's going to beat them both and retain the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, that's what Samoa Joe was saying right there. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good promo from Joe right there. But obviously, it's Samoa Joe. He always cuts pretty damn good promos. So yeah. But yeah, then we get to the next match of the night. It was the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Tony Storm, with Mariah May and Luther at ringside versus Red Velvet one-on-one, and Deonna Purrazzo was on commentary for this match. This match, it was okay. Red Velvet was trying to do everything that she could do to try to beat Toni Storm, but as we all know, Toni Storm was going to win this, you know. She was beating down Red Velvet, has a nice DDT onto her, but then at one point at the ending, she locks on an ankle lock and puts her foot onto Red Velvet's back and stuff, and staring at Deonna Purrazzo, and Red Velvet taps out. So yeah, Toni Storm defeated Red Velvet, but the match already ended, and Toni Storm still got the ankle lock locked on, not letting go and all that stuff. Deonna Purrazzo gets into the ring, and she gets face-to-face with Toni Storm. Toni Storm already done let go of Red Velvet. But yeah, they get face-to-face, and then Toni Storm kissed her on one cheek and kissed her on the other cheek, and then, you know, they're still face-to-face, and then Luther gets in between them, pulling them apart. Toni Storm walks away, and then Luther walks away too. So yeah, that's what happened there. It was decent stuff, and I like the face-off after the match. So yeah, for the match and stuff, I'll give it all 2 stars. That's why I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it all. But yeah, that's what happened there. But then after that, we see Renee Paquette interviewing the AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Rocky Romero. Apparently, Orange Cassidy will be facing Tomohiro Ishii. I forgot when, but yeah, they said he's going to be facing off against him in Trent. You know that match was going to happen. But then they got that trios match this Friday on Rampage and stuff. So yeah, that's what he was talking about. And then they said they got to go check on Chuck Taylor with his injury and stuff. So yeah, that's where he went to go do. But yeah, see you guys later until the next thing happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing to happen on AEW Dynamite, we get to a 6-man tag team match. It was Jon Moxley, Bryan Daniels, and Claudio Castagnoli, the Blackpool Combat Club, versus Hechicero, Valador Jr., and Mascara Dorada. So yeah, I'm trying to pronounce names, you know, like, this is my first ever time seeing the other guys. Well, I seen them last week on Dynamite, obviously, just didn't know their names really, you know, still trying to learn those names. But yeah, it was still a pretty damn good match, pretty good 6-man tag team match. It was going back and forth and everything between the Luchadors and Blackpool Combat Club and all that stuff. We see Hechicero doing everything they could do to try to beat Bryan Danielson. Like, he had this nice submission hold locked on and all that stuff up until Claudio breaks at the submission and all that stuff. At one point, we actually see Dorada actually hit a nice 450 splash onto, I think it was Bryan Danielson, and he barely kicked out too or something. It was pretty good. And then Claudio Castagnoli and Hechicero was the only ones inside the ring. Then, and they was going at it and all that stuff. Everybody else took out themselves, like Bryan Danielson and the Psycho knee onto Valador at one point, I think it was. And Jon Moxley coming in and everything else. So yeah, everybody else took out each other except for Claudio and Hechicero. Claudio pushes Hechicero into the corner, but the referee was right over there, and he started, like, ducking down and stuff. try to avoid getting hit. And while he was doing that, we see Claudio lift up Hechicero and then knee him right in the nuts, like literally hit a low blow onto him. And then he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the Blackpool Combat Club defeated Hechicero, Valador Jr., and Mascara Dorada in a 6-man tag team match. That's what happened there. Pretty good match. But then, after the match ended, we see Mystico and a bunch of other people jumping inside the ring about to attack Blackpool Combat Club up until we see like Christopher Daniels, Matt Sydal, Matt Menard, and all of them coming down, making it safe, and everybody else jumped out of the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there. But still, pretty good 6-man tag team match. I'll give it 4 stars. That's why I'll give it a great match. But then after the match ended, we see Chuck Taylor backstage, and he is actually laid out because he got attacked by the Undisputed Kingdom. So yeah, the Undisputed Kingdom laid out Chuck Taylor backstage. But yeah, still to come later on tonight on Dynamite, we will see Chris Jericho versus Konosuke Takeshita in a 1-on-1 match. Not only that, we'll see Sting and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks and Big Bill in a tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And all that, we'll see Tony Khan with that big announcement later on, see what that is about. But yeah, that's still to come later on tonight. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we get to the next match of the night. But before we talk about that match, we got to talk about the big announcement. So yeah, Tony Khan's big announcement was pretty much a special edition of AEW Dynamite, really, in 5 weeks after Revolution. It's called Big Business, and yeah, tickets will be on sale and all that stuff. That's what the announcement was. But here's the catch. I think Mercedes Monday will probably be debuting on AEW Dynamite when that show comes in. Probably Okada as well. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking right there. But yeah, that's a big announcement right there. But yeah, then we get to the next match of the night. It was Chris Jericho versus Konosuke Takeshita with Powerhouse Hobbs and Don Callis at ringside. During this match, we see Jericho take control. Konosuke gets out the ring. He got slapped like hell by Don, and Konosuke gets pissed off, and Don tells him to get in the ring and stuff. So yeah, Jericho we see Konosuke hitting the ropes at one point, jumps up in the air, and he got hit with the code breaker. Jericho pins him. 1, 2, Konosuke barely kicking out at 2, and then we start getting towards the ending of this match where we see Jericho actually got the walls of Jericho locked onto Konosuke, and then that's when Don Callis grabs a steel chair and throws it into the ring. Referee got distracted by that, so the referee's grabbing the chair and trying to take it out, and then we see Don Callis running up to Jericho on the other side of the ring, pretty much. He had a screwdriver in his hands and hits Jericho upside the head, pretty much like knocking him out, I guess, with it, and Jericho broke it in the submission and all that stuff. Well, then, that's when Konosuke locks on the walls of Jericho onto Jericho, and then the referee grabs his hand because, Jericho's knocked out, and he starts dropping the hand. 1, 2, and then he drops it down the 3rd time, but Jericho holds on, so he does not tap out or anything, and then, he's right there by the ropes, but then Konosuke drags him back into the middle of the ring with the walls of Jericho, making him tap out. So yeah, Konosuke Takeshita defeated Chris Jericho tonight on Dynamite. That's what happened. It was a good match for the most part, but yeah, that's what happened there. Jericho tapped out to his own move and all that stuff, which ain't bad. I guess it puts over Konosuke for sure, because he beat a legend and all that stuff, and made him tap out by his own finish move, which was pretty good. But yeah, that's what happened there. Konosuke picking up the win. So yeah, for that match and stuff, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a good match. So yeah, if you have it, go check it out. But yeah, I think this will be up next is the main event, if I'm not mistaken. Sting and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks and Big Bill for the AEW World Tag Team Championships up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we get to the main event. It was a tornado tag team match. It was the AEW World Tag Team Champions Ricky Starks and Big Bill versus Darby Allin and Sting in a tornado tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships in the main event for tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. So yeah, we get to this match, and yeah, as soon as the bell rung, Sting and Darby Allin starts beating the hell out of Big Bill and Ricky Starks. They all go through the crowd and stuff. Obviously, there's no disqualifications. Stuff they used in chairs, trash cans, and all that stuff. But yeah, they was in the crowd at one point, and then we see Sting jump off this platform onto Ricky Starks and Big Bill, laying him out in the crowd. And by the way, I forgot to mention that both of Sting's sons are there as well, watching their dad wrestle and stuff. So yeah, but they're adults and all that stuff, so yeah, they are there, which we'll talk more about them later on. But yeah, Sting did that to them, and then we started getting towards the ending of this match a little bit, where we actually see Big Bill and Darby Allin go outside the ring and stuff, going at it because Darby Allin hit a coffin drop onto Big Bill while he was standing up outside the ring. And then Sting had the Scorpion Death locked onto Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks trying not to tap out, and then Big Bill was climbing up the steel steps onto the ring apron with Darby Allin on his back because Darby Allin got the sleeper hold locked onto him. Then right there by the table as well, because there was a table set up out there. And then Darby Allin spun around and then jumps right onto Big Bill, and both of them going crashing through a table outside the ring. And then while both of them was taken out, Ricky Starks dragged himself to pretty much the ring apron to break up the submission hold and stuff like that. So yeah, the submission got broken up. Sting goes to the corner while Ricky Starks is in one corner, and Sting runs to Ricky Starks trying to hit the I forgot what you call it. But yeah, Sting was running over there to Ricky Starks, trying to hit the Stinger Splash. There we go. He tried to hit the Stinger Splash onto Ricky Starks, but Ricky Starks moved out the way. But when he moved out the way, he exposed the turnbuckle as well. So Sting hits his chest onto the exposed turnbuckle. And then that's when we see Ricky Starks hit the, he goes to the corner, setting up for the spear and all that stuff, and you see him he don't want to hit the spear or anything like that. And then Sting, starts hyping himself up. He turns around, he gets hit with the spear, and then Ricky Starks pins Sting. 1, 2, Sting barely kicks out at 2, and then Ricky Starks goes to the corner again, trying to hit his second spear onto Sting, but Sting catches him, spins him around, and then hits a Scorpion Death drop onto Ricky Starks, and then he pins him 1, 2, 3, all over there. Darby Allin and Sting defeated Ricky Starks and Big Bill tonight, and they are the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. That's what happened there. Great match. And then after the match ended, Sting's sons go into the ring celebrating with their dad and Darby Allin and stuff like that. And, we got the confetti going down, they're holding up the tag team titles and all that stuff. And they said that this is Sting's 25th championship in his career. So yeah, big milestone right there. And then we see Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks, come in there attacking Sting and Darby Allin with some baseball bats, and they hit Sting's sons as well, taking them both out as well, beating them down with baseball bats. They busted open Darby Allin, beating him down and all that stuff, and then they hit the BTE trigger onto Darby Allin. But then the announcer says that it ain't the BTE trigger anymore, it's called the EVP trigger. So yeah, they hit the EVP trigger onto Darby Allin, laying him out, and they beat the hell out of Sting, kicking him upside the head and all that stuff, and beating the hell out of his sons as well. So yeah, and then the Young Bucks grabs the tag team titles and hold them up high. But yeah, that's what happened there. Great match. What happened after the match was great as well. I'll give it all 4.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. Match of the night, I probably got to say I like the main event, and I like the opener as well. That match was pretty good. Swerve Strickland and Swerve Strickland and Adam Page. I would say that was probably match of the night, but still great moments. Obviously, Sting becoming a tag team champion with Darby Allin and stuff. But yeah, 4.5 stars. That's why I'll give the main event for tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. I'll give it 9.5 stars. That's why I'll give it 9.5 stars. And yeah, it was still a great show. But yeah, if you have yet, go check it out. But yeah, that has been my AEW Dynamite reviews. Like, subscribe to TW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Vales. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for this Friday's Friday Night SmackDown reviews. I'll see you guys later. Until then.